That's where education is going to get really fun and exciting.
Cannot plus one that strongly enough.
So Mackenzie just gave us an overview of what students at her fast-growing network of AI-powered private schools are up to. And now we're actually going to hear from one of those students, a high school senior named Alex, who is in conversation with Google Gemini.
Alex, welcome to Possible. Can you start by introducing yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Alex. I am a 16-year-old incoming senior now at Alpha High School in Austin, Texas.
What was your educational experience like before Alpha?
I started off at a public magnet school here in Austin, Texas, and it was ranked top 40. It's a really good school, very rigorous academics, but you were spending 8 hours a day at school and then at the very least 3 to 4 hours after school doing homework or studying, or just learning inefficiently because of all the busy work. That 12 hours of time suck plus, the smattering of extracurriculars you're trying to do in the afternoon or trying to fit in passions or talking to friends can become pretty unsustainable. There's only one really defining metric of your life, which is grades or your likelihood of getting into a good college.
That's rough. Before we get into Alpha, tell us about how you first started getting exposed to AI.
There was actually this one class that I took in my freshman year, and this was all before ChatGPT came out. And in this class, we were learning how to do graphic design. And so we were introduced to Midjourney and LLMs. So we used OpenAI's Playground to write some of our story and get a feel for it. And so that was super cool exposure. Later that year, ChatGPT came out and it exploded. Then my school banned it from our Wi-Fi. You weren't allowed to use it for anything. And so I would just talk to AI in my free time. I wanted to learn about it, how it worked. But most people were just using it in the wrong way. And so AI was very stigmatized in my old school.
And how exactly did you end up at Alpha?
When I heard about Alpha for the first time, my mentor actually introduced it to me in 9th grade, but I was at one of the best schools in the US. And so I was like, there's no shot I'm leaving my school. Then I finally heard about it again in 10th grade. And so I went to an event, met all the amazing people. They kind of convinced me. So I applied to scholarship and I got it.
What has your experience been like?
For most students, it's 2 to 3 hours in the morning, depending on your grade. So in high school, it's 3 hours because we're doing AP classes. And then after the 3 hours of schoolwork, we'll have lunch together, usually off screens then. And then the afternoon is really where it gets exciting. We basically do something called our Alpha X project. So this is a project that you do for all 4 years of high school. We're doing these big, ambitious, entrepreneurial style projects.
Tell us a bit about your project.
So as you know, because of social media, because of COVID-19, a lot of young people are feeling more depressed or more anxious, or they're comparing themselves with other people more. After my experience at my old school, I knew I wanted to solve this problem in a lot of teenagers. The teen mental health crisis is very real. And my spiky point of view that I found when I was doing my research is that AI is going to replace therapy. And so a big problem with AI replacing therapy right now is that it's this validation echo chamber. When you talk to ChatGPT, it's like, oh, I hear you. That's so tough. And we do need some of that. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need that all the time. We need pushback. We need action. We need to, change our mindset. And so I decided to build Barry, which is an AI powered plushie that you can talk to about your mental health problems. And it's kind of meant to be used as a reflection tool. You talk to it for 5 to 10 minutes a day, and you're able to improve your mental health.
Very cool. One last question. In what ways has your experience at Alpha surprised you?
I mean, it's been so exponential. When you first hear of an AI-driven school, you think that it's a school in the morning, you sit down with your computer and you're just talking to ChatGPT, right? That's what you think it is. But it's so much more than that. And so rather than in the morning, you're just sitting down talking to ChatGPT, you're actually doing practice problems or watching videos and taking notes. And the AI part of it is all baked into the back end of the apps. And so the AI is personalizing what lesson you do today, and how you should be learning it, to make sure that it's, custom to who you are, who Alex is, so that he can learn in the most efficient way, most optimally. And so that was a super big, switch in my perspective. I was really surprised that there was a lot of thought put into how we should be learning, which I think is so cool.
That's awesome. Thanks, Alex. Now back to Mackenzie.